Okay, scale 1 to 10. What do you rate the dumpster creature in Mulholland Drive?
Like,
Oh,
and
7.
what's this?
Rate it how?
What rated how? Yeah, what are you talking about?
You know. All right, how about this? How many beers would it take for you to fuck her? You're wandering around Hollywood.
Oh,
You're drunk at the
how big?
bar.
How big are the beers?
You get some Winkies, 1 a.m. And then you go to the back, you go to puke behind the
What kind of
dumpster.
so puke drunk?
Yeah, you're fucked up. I'm assuming. You don't have to
Why?
be.
Was
Dude,
it is it celebratory or is it like breakup drinking?
It's your scenario. I'm not some
Okay, so
look, if
I'm
you
it's
you
both.
what's
could
it
be
I'm
gonna
happy.
take?
you
What's it
could be
gonna take for
sober. You could
fuck
be it
this
could be like
lady, Ryan?
breakfast before work and you decide to get a little head behind with the dumpster creature, or maybe you're fucked up and you're blacked out and you're going dark that night. You're like living the darkness.
Hmm.
One beer.
You know what? I bet you spray her down. She looks like Cindy Crawford. That's the vibe I was getting. So no beer, one hose.
Yeah, I would have to be pretty fucked up to fuck her.
One spray down.
Yeah. What? What are you talking about?
It
I
would
didn't
be
find
pretty fucked up.
I don't find
Every
her
woman is.
attractive.
I think every woman is beautiful.
Wow,
What
dude, you are so not woke.
what if when that guy walked around the corner and saw her, she was just getting banged by like
By
a
you.
nerdy by like a
And she
nerdy guy, by me, and he
and she just
passes
goes,
like,
"Get in
out.
oh,
line, get in line."
He just
yeah.
passes out.
Um,
Who was that guy, and why was that in the movie?
what's his deal? We're gonna be asking that question a lot.
I can't believe it. I'm just so excited to be here. I'm in this dream place.
This one comes highly recommended.
Dream place. What are you doing?
Get out of the car. Yeah. The girl is still missing.
What's wrong? I just don't know who I am. I wonder where you were going. Mulholland Drive. Come on, it'll be just like in the movies. We'll pretend to be someone else. Silencio.
This is all an illusion.
You want to know who you are, don't you?
Where's this going?
Mulholland Drive.
It's been a very strange day.
Getting stranger.
Silencio.
Today's movie is Mulholland Drive 2001, written directed by David Lynch. And
What month in 2001?
well, I believe it was end of the year, like October or November. Just I saw it in the movie theater.
Pre or
I was
post?
I was very excited for this movie. After Lost Highway, I didn't get to see that in the theater because I was in middle school. But this one, I was like 18
Bastards.
out of high school. We could finally go see the new David Lynch movie opening weekend, and it really confused the fuck out of me the first time. I saw it very late at night, and I remember like wandering out at the end, just being so confused and wanting so hard to understand it. And now that I've seen it a bunch of times, you can understand it to a point, but you're never going to understand everything.
No, I understand.
I
But,
got pretty much all of it.
Yeah, I unraveled
Pretty
this mystery immediately.
Pretty straightforward, if you ask me.
But another thing about this, I bet that you did not expect when you saw it in the theater, because this is the most like, what the fuck is he talking about, that David Lynch had ever been. You know what I mean? Like you expected some sort of coherent thing.
Lost
like, I
Highway
guess
was pretty
Lost Highway is pretty like that.
crazy.
Yeah, that's the one that's like two
Anyway.
different movies, right?
But the thing about this movie, the thing that makes it so weird is that it was a TV pilot for ABC, and they passed on it because they thought Naomi Watts and Laura Elena Herring or whatever were too old because they were in their 30s. And I have to say that they kind of have a point. But anyway, they were passed on. They destroyed all the sets. They destroyed all the costumes. And then a French company offered to give David Lynch the money to finish it. And he was like, I don't know what I'm going to do. I don't know how to turn that into a movie. Everything's destroyed. But he went home and meditated, and he came up with basically the second half of the movie.
Yeah, what was the pilot up until?
The lesbian sex scene. That's not in
The
it.
lesbians?
But
Oh,
basically,
damn. As soon as you get out of the TV censors.
pretty much he added that. You can tell when the pilot's over because the movie starts to become way better directed.
Yeah, it looks less. It
Yeah,
kind of
he
looks
has
like
more-
a TV show
yeah.
at the beginning.
It starts having longer takes. It has like really long scenes of just two people with an unbroken shot, I think.
Mm-hmm.
I'm trying to find the pilot.
Oh, you
Like,
can
you
watch
watch,
it
like,
as a
the-
pilot?
Yeah.
Yeah,
probably
I
on
see.
YouTube. It's
'Cause they're,
probably
like,
on
trying to solve a
YouTube.
mystery here and shit. He sees the cowboy. They're
Yeah, I thought it was
laughing.
pretty easy to follow, pretty open shut, as they say.
No big deal. This movie really made me miss living in LA.
That's what what it was, right?
This is Naomi, what's her fucking name?
Watts.
What's her name? Naomi Watts, her trajectory or whatever, that's the common trajectory, I feel like, for people who move to LA to become an actor. Things start out kind of cool and you're all excited about the tinsel town and stuff, and then fucking having freak out nightmares and shooting yourself in the face.
Yeah, basically, I read this thing online about Mulholland Drive that I think is a funny observation, whether or not it's intentional or not. So I'm looking at the pilot. It ends when they find the dead body. Then everything after is in the movie.
Oh, wow.
So Mulholland Drive, which I live maybe half a mile south of, someone said it divides Hollywood between the successful and unsuccessful. So if you live on the south side, I guess I'm north of it. So if you're on the south side of Mulholland Drive, you're in the Hollywood Hills, you're successful. If you're on the north side of Mulholland Drive, you're in the valley, and that's supposed to be you're unsuccessful. But
Don't listen to him, man.
Yeah, that adds
that's
up.
that's not a bad life living in the valley, guys. I'm telling you,
Well,
it's okay. It's okay.
It's pretty
It's
sad
okay, yeah,
on the
whatever.
outside.
It's hotter.
Yeah, see, from our perspective, it's pretty sad. So
It's a
but
beautiful
whatever you got to tell yourself.
106 degrees, 97 degrees. You know, those are
Ooh.
beautiful. Those are nice afternoons in the summer.
That sounds nice.
I just got to go on the 405 and I'm totally in LA for real. What real LA,
Okay.
not Valley
Yeah,
LA.
I believe you.
Real LA, Santa Monica, Orange County, Malibu.
Ooh,
Venice.
Now we're talking.
Oh, I met a new neighbor a few doors down, and he's from Venice, and he's got a bunch of face tattoos.
That's cool.
So
That's
I
cool.
never got his name, but I call him Venice.
That's very hip. of
What if
you.
his name was Dennis?
That'd be wild. Venice
Yeah.
Dennis.
Yeah,
You know
Dennis
he's a
Dennis.
menace.
Yeah.
Venice
Oh, I
Dennis.
just got that rhymed. Dennis.
Is he a dentist?
Okay,
Oh my god,
never mind.
this would be crazy.
with face
He
tattoos.
pulls teeth.
We're getting too crazy. Oh, just by it when he's talking to you. like pulling teeth.
Have you seen the David Lynch masterclass? Any
I've
of
seen
it?
some. I've seen some of it. I don't remember any of it.
This movie reminds me of he gave some advice that I try and use. He gave some advice that was like just write a scene down on an index card. Just have and it doesn't have to be corresponding, just write down a
Yes.
scene, and then by the end you'll have like 72 and just put them together and figure out how to connect them.
One thing that's funny about this movie,
And this movie is that.
yeah, how many
Yeah.
scenes, how many threads don't go anywhere?
Well, what do you
yeah,
like? What
there's a lot that connect though.
all makes sense to me.
Robert Forster and the other detective looking at the crime scene at the beginning, the car crash,
Yeah.
and they're
Oh yeah,
and you're
Robert
like,
Forster is not in the movie.
They just say
After that.
yeah, they just say at the end, some detectives were looking for you. It just it doesn't make any.
so that's weird. And then the Winky scene between those two characters, we never see them again.
Well,
The guy, you see him like a little bit. You see
you
him,
see him at the end in
yeah,
her
just like
Winkies
really
scene.
quickly,
The
really
whole-
quickly.
But I read, so I actually have my own theory about this, but I also read online a little bit, and I did a little of my own detective work, and the person online was saying that because like their theory was that when Naomi Watts wakes up and is in her apartment and her life sucks and shit like that, like towards the end, and she's in the diner and she's paying the hitman, she sees the guy from the first Winkies scene, and then that's why, like, because the scene at the first Winkies scene was her part of her dreams, like the first half of the movie or whatever is like her dream
Yeah.
stuff, and then the
You
second half
can
is
tell that
reality.
it's like a pretty clean transition.
the
Like
first shot,
the saturation is so much darker in the reality part.
the first shot
or
of the movie
whatever.
is a person walking into a bedroom and putting their face down on a pillow.
Yeah. So, but then,
and then you see the movie, and then you see Naomi Watts wake up. So that's the general idea: is that the first half is a dream, the second half is reality. That's the basic
the
theory.
the Winkies guy, she sees it when she's putting this hit out on her, like Camilla Rita, who she is like a spurned lover or whatever. So she like kind of sees him and he looks at her, and that's just like a memory that's burned in. So that's why she sees, because the reality, a lot of it takes, well, it's like that part takes place before the dream, all the dream shit. So it's like she's just that's like an element from reality that her mind is turned into a dream thing, and so we're seeing his thing. But
but don't forget, all of this is because it was a TV pilot where everything was destroyed, and then he got a little bit of money to film an extra like hour. So it's like, yeah, it's a dream, but also he's painted into a corner. He has footage. He has scenes that he likes. Like Ryan said, he writes down scenes. I like this scene.
He kind of Frankensteined it.
He has to use that Winky scene with the dumpster creature, because that's like one of the best scenes in the movie. And those characters, yeah, he connects them with the assassination kind of stuff.
Did Ryan, did that scene, this is the first time you've seen this movie, Ryan?
No, this is like the second, but it was 10 years ago.
Did you? I was pretty scared by the first Winkies scene, because the sound design in this movie is really effective and makes you kind of be like, oh,
I didn't jump. I was pretty buzzed and high.
It's not a jump. It's more like a shiver.
I started it at like 4. Or actually, I started at late.
Okay. Or is it were you chilled, Adam?
I was chilled. Yeah, it was a chill.
Finally, Adam has achieved chilled.
He always wants to be chilled.
I just mean the first time.
I got chilled a little bit, but it was more like goosebumps, but in like the horny way.
On your penis.
Ooh, who is this crazy dumpster lady giving me goose pimples? I said, if I had a beer, I'd tear that up.
They could have made her. I don't know. Like
One
you
beer,
pause,
one bum.
One beer, one bum, baby. That's my. I'm gonna drink just one beer and then bang that bum. That's gonna be my YouTube bum fights type
But
show.
They're like, do you
You
want a
got- you know,
bigger
you pu-
beer? You're like, have like a very small glass of beer.
Yeah, I'm gonna drink one
I'm gonna
8
get
ounce.
After this,
One
I'm gonna be
pony.
ready. I'm gonna be pumped.
I'm like gagging on it, trying to choke or drink it, chug it. Honestly, I don't even need the beer. Half the time, I just don't even drink the beer.
But also, it's like that scene. It's like a TV show in the beginning. It's like you're meeting all these new characters.
Oh, there's
You're-
so many new characters.
You're being introduced to them, and then very quickly they stop being like lead characters. But it gives this movie this like totally different structure than a normal movie, and that's like why I wanted to pick this movie for the 2000s, because now we're watching 2000s movies, and this is like such a clear line, like a delineation between like the 90s and this era, because this movie is basically a Cinemax movie, like a Skinemax late night sexy lesbian
By
in
the
LA.
end of it, yeah.
There are
like,
actors.
erotic.
Yes, there are actors who would be in those movies that are in this movie. There's like late night Cinemax TV people that I know from other
Like the
stuff that are,
hitman guy and that guy that he shoots. Those kind of look like Skinamaxy guys. And
then
also
the-
Rita is super like hot babe.
she's in
like-
Silent Night, Deadly Night 3, the Monty Hellman one. She's and that's basically like a straight to video Cinemax movie. The big gangster guy who goes to Justin Theroux's house.
Mm.
He's in like a bunch of shitty like straight to video movies.
This movie has a really good Billy Ray Cyrus cameo.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
Okay.
that might
going
that's
for it.
like one of the better scenes. How did
So good.
he get involved? I mean, he's
That's
just
really
huge
good
at the time,
casting.
right?
No,
Oh, he was huge.
He was like over. It was like funny. It was like ironic.
Yeah.
Oh, he
But
was
maybe
done-
David
his-
Lynch likes
okay.
him.
Well, they
know-
probably were homies. They're about the same age, right?
David Lynch could be like, "Don't break my heart. My achy breaky heart is my favorite song. I listen to it 3 hours
Yeah.
a day." Like you
It
never
makes
know with
sense
him.
in dream logic kind of thing. Yeah, I get it.
But those
Um,
Justin Theroux scenes are like, those are just cool, weird scenes that are
Which one was
unsettling.
that? Who was Justin Theroux? I couldn't.
He's the
director.
The director who looks like a cool
Oh,
version
yeah,
of David Lynch.
yeah.
He kind of is dressed like David Lynch, but
Very
cool.
90s. Yeah.
Or he kind of looks like James Gunn.
Yes.
He's just like a rad LA guy with spikes and stuff, like gelled spikes and
So
you know.
that first weird scene is like there's like the espresso and the guy's like, it tastes like shit, and he spits it out and then he says, "This is the girl."
Oh my God, the most exaggerated spit out.
Wait, do you know who that is?
Me?
Angelo Badalamenti.
Yes, that's Angelo Badalamenti.
Who's that?
You didn't know that?
Of
I don't
course
know
I
who that
know
is.
that.
Oh, okay. You did? No, not?
I know
I
that.
don't
I
know.
knew. Of course I knew that. You fucking
Oh,
jerk.
All right. Hey, I just want to do a little
I thought
shout
you were
out
talking to
the,
Ryan.
No, yeah.
Yeah.
Justin Theroux's manager in that scene is also
Dan
in this
Hedaya.
other movie.
Called Clueless.
No, that's the other mobster guy. But
Oh,
the
yeah.
his manager in the scene is in a little movie that nobody's seen except me and a few of my friends called Dog Lovers Symphony.
Dog.
Yeah,
lover.
exactly.
Shout out to Dog Lovers Symphony. It's awesome.
It's like, that's what I'm saying. The actors in this movie, the bit actors, are only in these weird, low budget LA movies. And it has that, like, it's a Cinemax movie, but it's like an art house movie. And a lot of critics would say this is the best movie of the decade, possibly of the new century. It's like, it's a contender.
It's
for
very
that.
good.
The nice thing that I kind of forgot about it is that it has like really, really good scenes. Like
Each
The,
scene
Oh,
is
the,
like
the audition scene. It's
The audition
so
scene,
freaking good.
that might be my favorite like David Lynch scene of it as like or like his best scene as like a director, maybe I would say.
And she was kind of played up to be this kind of goofball.
That's in the pilot.
Yeah.
Such
And
a
then she
good
just
scene.
crushes it.
So like if you're listening to this movie on headphones and you hear all this like whispering, like close talking, like, oh, my dad's coming home. And like you just hear Naomi Watts like breathing in your ears.
No,
A little your little
Yeah, who was that
pigtail
old
gonna
guy?
get a little chubbed up.
he's like some 70s dude. I looked him up.
And what'd you
He's-
call it, Adam?
Your little pigtail.
Why is yours like a corkscrew?
Your little
What about? I
your
always
little
look at his.
squirrely pigtail.
I always look at his neck. He has these big, thick wrinkles in his neck. And his
Yeah,
skin's so
tan,
hard.
smooth, tan, wrinkle, or not smooth, but it's like smooth but leathery.
Like a
You know what I mean?
turtle's, like a turtle skin.
My theory on that scene, why it's so good, is that Naomi Watts takes his hand and puts it on her ass. And that's when you realize, like, oh, she's in control. And it's not like erotic just
A
because
Weinstein thing.
it's not erotic just because they're kissing and it's this and that. It's that she makes that choice and that it's like a huge pivot for her character that you're not expecting.
Well, it's like there's so much going on in that scene. First you're like, what's this weird dream shit where everybody's being super nice to her at this like big Hollywood audition.
and
then
she's very
like
naive and everything before this.
Yeah, and then the director's giving her this incomprehensible direction, and the actor's like trying to like sexually like harass her basically in the audition, and then the scene starts, and she's like crushes, like, you know, the scene ends with them being like,
She
holy
takes the
fuck,
control.
she like crushed
Yeah.
it, and it's like she does crush it in the movie too. Like that scene is like
Yeah.
incredible, and it
And
really
she-
pulls you in.
It's double
She-
acting.
Becomes a movie star from
Yes,
this
double
movie.
acting, right?
She literally becomes a movie star, and then Laura Herring is in Willard and a few other things, but
Oh,
Naomi
yeah, she
Watts
didn't
had
do
had a bigger career and probably got Oscar noms and shit.
Another thing about this scene is because like
The
before that, you
director's
see
dumb. I love that joke. How the director doesn't pay any attention.
yeah, it's fun. But the scene
Little
before that,
humor.
yeah,
There's a lot of
there's a
humor
lot
in
going
this
on
movie.
in this scene. But previously you see her rehearsing this scene with Laura Herring, and it's like a very intensely dramatic scene, and it's like the tone is completely different. It's like
They're
a
like
kind of an amazing
st-
scene about
standing
acting,
far-
actually.
They're standing far away.
Yeah, she's like screaming and crying and holding a knife, and then the actor before they do this audition is like, I want to play this close, and kind of makes it like a creepy thing.
Yeah.
But then
But so it gets like very whispery and stuff, and it's like the exact same scene but completely, you know
yeah,
what I
it's
mean?
great.
Yeah.
One thing that helps this movie is that
Not enough nudity, I'd say, in that scene though.
You
I
want
wanted
to
to
see
see
the guy
that. I want to see that old guy's fucking turtle body.
leathery body, yeah.
Just
His-
it looks slimy, but you know it's dry. Liver spots and
Ooh,
all.
that's good. That sounds good.
Damn, I'm gonna look like that when I get older, except like more turtley. Liver spots, I mean.
Yeah. Yeah, you're gonna be like a turtle without the shell, for sure.
Damn.
Just like kind of vulnerable, you know.
Just a little turtle mag.
Turtle
just trying to
man.
imagine a turtle without a shell and what that looks like, and it's like, is that a lizard? No. What is that? That's just
Oh, it's Ryan.
it's
Well,
an
if a turtle can't
abomination.
turtle, like turtling is just popping in like that. So if they don't have a shell, they can't turtle. So they're technically not a turtle.
Oh, turtle's a verb. I see what you're saying.
Yeah, it's
See,
turtle
we could
time.
probably Google it now, but back when this movie was made, there's like no internet stuff in this movie. There's no smartphones. This is
Yeah. Oh my gosh, the hitman scene. That was my favorite scene of
That's
the whole
another
movie.
great scene.
very funny
Talk
scene.
about
Kind of like
comedy.
a little
Yeah.
vignette. Yeah, it's like a little like short film.
That little office in downtown. That guy's like talking about the car crash. He's like,
Yeah.
so what have you been doing lately? Just some stuff. Huh? Just some stuff? Yeah, just some stuff. And he's like chewing on a matchstick, or no, like a toothpick.
Very
He
cool.
He kills him. It's not very bloody though.
No, it's not at all.
This is kind of like a scene from Barry, I feel like.
Yeah, exactly. Where
It's
then
very
he kills him. The bullet goes through and hits the secretary. She doesn't know what happened. Something bit me good.
Something really bit me.
Then he has to. Then he has
Oh,
to like
yeah.
stage the whole thing to make it look like.
It's a funny scene, and like it's
And then
definitely
the
a
whole
TV
place
scene.
ends up. Then the whole place lights on fire, right?
Yeah, like he shoots the vacuum cleaner.
So
or
then
something
it
like that,
doesn't
and
even
like,
matter.
lights on fire.
All his efforts didn't even really matter if the whole building's
I
gonna
like
burn.
I like that hitman too, because he's like an LA sort of hitman.
He's
Where he's
blonde.
like,
He's like
he's like a bro.
Surfer.
Like, yeah.
he's in Big
I'll kill a
Lebowski.
guy.
He's one of the thugs in Big Lebowski.
Oh yeah, I remember. But he looks like a guy who's in like Matchbox 20 or something like that, but he's a hitman.
What does your hitman look like?
What does my hitman look like?
Like
What do you
how would
mean?
you dress? When you picture a hitman, what do you picture?
Slick suit, show up, professional,
Man or woman?
very smooth. Oh, I thought you were talking about me, what I would do personally. I'd be very professional and smooth.
I'd be
You're talking about
unassuming.
man or woman? What the fuck are you talking about?
I'm asking
You'd
what
be
your
honest.
ideal hitman is.
Bald with a barcode.
If
on the
you had
back
to
of
get
his
shot,
neck.
if you had to get shot by a
Yeah.
hitman, if that's how you went out, what would
What?
you, the last person you look at?
I
what
hope
would
he
you
looks
want?
like Samuel Jackson or
Like,
John
create a
Travolta.
character.
And they're talking about eating pussy and like hamburgers.
I mean, be kind of cool
I
if he
don't-
looked like Jerry Seinfeld.
I'd want mine crying and saying I'm sorry a bunch.
I really wish I never got into this. You're the
Yeah.
you're the kill that has made me regret this. You just seem like a really cool guy, but I have to do this. I'm so sorry. Yeah,
I
that'd be
want
cool.
the empathetic.
I want my hitman to be a hot chick.
Yeah.
And how do you want to go out?
Femme fatale assassin.
Fembots.
Like I'm banging her, and then right when I come, she like cuts my head off with that red laser cable from Johnny Mnemonic
Oh,
Cool.
in a really cool futuristic hotel in the future with like flying cars and like cyberpunk shit.
Yeah.
I'd want my hitman to be like somebody like Trump or Obama or any president. Because then if like you wake up and they're standing over your bed and they're just like, yeah, it's crazy, isn't it? And then they just kill you.
Well,
You're
imagine
"What
like
the-
a bunch
did I
of
just get
gangsters.
assassinated by the president?
Imagine
Bill
a bunch
Hiding
of
over
Clinton.
my bed.
gangsters kidnap you, take you to a warehouse. And there's all these like gangsters standing, and then the leader comes out, and he lifts up his head, and he has a big hat on. So there's like a big shadow, and he lifts his head up, and it's like Obama smoking a cigarette. You're like, what?
Oh shit.
You're a gangster? Yes.
Yeah. Yes.
And he has like a
You're
little
like,
gun
I knew
and,
it the whole time.
and shoots you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That'd be awesome.
What if?
What if you were fucking Obama and then he killed you right as you were coming?
Oh
See?
man,
Yeah.
with his red laser.
Yeah. In a limo.
See, this
Because
is
he's,
how-
a
this-
gay prostitute or
This is
He
how
has like a
Lynch
pink wig
takes-
on, and it just falls off, and you're like, oh shit.
Oh
That's
fuck,
Obama.
it's
I
Barry.
thought it was fucking a chick that looks like Obama. Yeah, this is Barry. He should make a TV show where he's an assassin and bangs lots of chicks.
So basically just Barry, but yeah,
Yeah, it's a different
But no, he's
Barry, but yeah.
cooler. He's cooler.
Barack.
He smokes.
It's like cyberpunk.
Oh, cool.
Oh, now okay.
Ex-presidents should get a TV show of their choice. I think they should get to star in like a thing where they solve crimes or
Instead of their book deal, they get a TV deal.
Ghost
Yeah, or
hunting.
they get to like have a sitcom where they
I'd like to see
working
George
in
Home
the city.
renovations.
George Bush Jr.
Yeah.
ghost hunting.
Oh. He's like praying to Jesus because he gets scared.
Yeah. Runs
Oh,
into
man.
runs into Kennedy.
He meets he
Wow. Be awesome.
what if George W. Bush played the cowboy who gave him the clues? If you do
That
good,
would
you'll
be
see me
believable.
once. If you
Yeah,
do
was that like the
bad,
devil or what?
you'll see me twice.
Also, what does that mean?
That's another person that you meet in LA, by the way, is like a guy in a cowboy outfit. You're like, why is this guy wearing a fucking cow? This is a very LA movie. I'm saying.
And he has
Real
to
world
drive all the way up
LA.
to the hill.
Real world LA has a John, the cowboy.
Yeah.
That's for the
Yeah, the
millennials out
cowboy.
there.
Yeah, it's a
Okay,
desert.
can I tell you what my theory about the movie is? Because it's different. It's a
You
little
tried, but
different.
you rambled incoherently, and
I
so what?
got
Just get.
distracted.
And I said, yeah, it's a dream. The first half's a dream. The second half is reality. Go on. What's your big theory?
My theory is that the all of it is a dream, and but it's actually the old homeless woman's, like, trash ladies, her kind of mad fantasy. Even Naomi Watts is part of the fantasy. Maybe Naomi Watts is her, like, met a long time ago, but she's
Imagining TV auditions and imagining like jitterbug dancing contests and
well,
imagining
it's like descending
lesbian
so far,
sex.
they're like descending so far into her own and madness that it doesn't even, like, it's like where, like, schizophrenic people, where they're like have like, so they arguing with themselves for so long that they've created a completely different fake
I'm gonna
reality.
go pour a drink.
That's
Why
just
do you
blew my
think that?
mind.
fuck
You just
you.
Why
Oh,
do
okay.
you think that?
You just
Random.
blew
Fuck
my
you.
fucking mind.
Sorry, I said fuck you.
Why do you think
Uh,
that? Is it an arbitrary decision, just like that character? Because it's the weirdest
well,
one.
I'm trying to think about all the elements, like the whole, like, well, it also ends with the homeless woman, like her, like Naomi. It goes like Naomi Watts's face kind of fading over that skyline of LA, and it becomes like the homeless woman's face, and then it goes to Club Silencio, and there's that no band
Remember, she
show.
has. What is? Do you remember what the homeless lady has near the end
She
of
has
the
the
movie?
cube. She's got that cube with the key, like the key thing or whatever, and the old people fall out of it.
The blue key.
So yeah, the blue key. So it's like, I think the movie's saying something where it's like the whole, like, there is no band thing. It's like there's no, this is like a monster in society, is this kind of like street person that is so kind of horrifying that, like, people don't want to look at her or think about her. And so there's like, the movie's saying, like, this has been a movie, and so there's music, and you see dramatic scenes, and you kind of feel for this stuff, but they're actually, in real life, there is no band, there's no one singing this sad song for this woman, that, like, the movie
No,
is kind
yeah.
of this
That
bullshit
makes sense.
version, and it's kind of like making the movie like an elegy for, like, the people who spiral into this, like, mad
Try to make
despair
it.
in
They
real
like
life.
try to make it, and then in
Just a normal
Hollywood,
commercial
and
actor in LA, you know.
yeah,
But it's like, yeah, like a
they end up
person
doing
who,
a podcast
Yeah,
in
this
a
is the
shed.
theme. This is the
Yeah.
same theory as anyone else.
This
But
podcast
it-
isn't happening, Adam. This is all in your head.
oh my god,
This is the
That
same
would be
theory
You're
as
the
anyone
crazy
else, but
lady.
you just think the crazy. It's like the homeless person dreamt it instead of Naomi Watts.
Yeah.
yeah. Well, I think it's like, I think I'm like taking it a step farther, is basically what I'm saying, than
I think
than
you took
most
it
common people.
You took it to a bridge too far.
Is Naomi Watts in
Is
that?
that a reference to some? Yeah. What do you? All right. What's your special theory?
It's Naomi Watts' dream. The
My
first-
theory
Oh,
is
cool.
no.
the second half is her reality, and the first half is her dream. So she imagines an idealized version where she wants to be a movie star. She's very talented, but she can't get the roles because there's a cabal of people and they refuse to let her be successful. But really, it's that she's not that talented. She doesn't make
Or
it.
it's just that, like, that's fucking life. You know what I mean? Like, you don't, like, that's what it's
always
like.
get what you want.
Exactly.
But who is the lady then? Who's the homeless monster lady.
That's just like the embodiment of evil.
evil.
Who shows you the truth also. So it's like it's like reality is like essentially evil to Naomi Watts's like psyche. But I don't know. I don't think it I don't really. I honestly
Can I tell you my
don't
theory?
think it makes any sense. I just think it's a movie of convenience, and David Lynch is like, I'm doing the best scenes I can think of.
No, he is doing the best scenes he could think of. My theory is that it is lesbian propaganda. Okay, this movie builds up to gay ideals, and it's Target all over again. It's Bud Light all over again. They're shoving it in our face.
They're saying if you're a lesbian, you're going to be really hot, and it's going to be very erotic and cool.
No, my girlfriend walked out on me in the middle of watching this movie. She says, "I'm gonna be I'm a lesbian." Got up, left.
I get it.
See, I look on Instagram. She's posting live. She's having the time of her life.
You should hire a person
in Florida.
You should hire someone to kill her.
I don't know how she got there that fast. Adam, you know anybody in Florida?
No. That scene where
no,
they kiss and stuff like that is
the brilliant sex scene. The brilliant sex scene that David Lynch added when he's like, I got to make a movie. Just make him les out because I need a hit.
Yeah. But that maybe is the most believable lesbian scene in movies because you really believe that they would like want to fuck each other so bad because they're
why one didn't even know.
Well, she is so hot. This lady is so like most actors are not this hot.
Which lady?
The lady, the main lady, the fantasy Rita.
The car
she kind of looks like a really hot lady version of Michael Jackson.
Yeah, I did think that in the shower. In that she's opening shower scene, I said that.
But
you don't think Naomi Watts is as hot?
But Naomi Watts also like she got it going on. But she kind of has more like a character-y face and stuff like that. But which I think is like
my issue with Naomi Watts is that she's not thin enough. You know what I mean? I'm just it's like, did you diet? Did you work out? You're up to what?
I think
you have a 24-inch waist.
To see her topless.
No, it's like your butt could be flatter.
It was
where's two hot ladies.
It was the lack of a wig for me.
Oh,
you're more
the wig.
You're very into the wigs, yeah.
No,
even if it looks the exact same as your hair, just put it on top.
It does feel a little old fashioned though, right? Like how they look, like a little. It does feel like that '90s thing where you're like, oh yeah, everybody was like super skinny, or they had giant implants, giant implants. That's like the '90s.
Sure.
Yeah.
But
I mean, it takes you back, you know.
Quite erotic. Is this the most erotic scene in movies?
Have you seen Titanic?
No.
Well, it's like a whispery, like.
You haven't seen Titanic?
Like soft kisses.
It's on my list.
Oh, I thought you were talking about. No, I haven't seen Titanic.
No, Adam, you know what probably has the most erotic scene in a movie? I don't know what movie, but it's probably a pornographic.
Deliverance?
Probably a porno.
No, that's not erotic. That's just sexual. Actually, the most erotic scene in this movie is when she's crying while masturbating, probably.
What about Brokeback Mountain?
Yeah, Adam.
You guys ever been there?
Yeah. That brought me back. You know the weird thing about it? The weird thing about it was I started that happened while I was watching it.
Yeah, you're like,
wow,
what?
That
she's
scene
crying
came
too?
on.
Holy shit! What a coincidence.
So it hit a little too close to home at the exact same time.
We've all been there, Naomi.
Like I said,
3 times today I've been there.
Damn,
she's 31.
Damn.
She's 31 years old.
Raw.
And her character is so naive, masturbating and crying after a breakup.
Get it together, man.
Her first
grow up.
Her first Hollywood, and you don't even know if it's real or not. I didn't know if those were flashbacks or she was making it up.
She left her for a man.
Yeah, but then also was cheating on that man while making out with the waitress.
So I don't think this falls into lesbian propaganda.
It's exactly. It tricked Naomi Watts, turned her, and then it's exactly propo. Maybe it's propaganda. Propaganda.
What do you think of the crying scene? That's a very good scene. The No I Banda and then the woman singing crying in Spanish.
And then she faints, and
that's like a good that'd be a good show if you saw it in real life. You'd be like, this is fucking what, they keep tricking me. The guy comes out with the trumpet and it's playing, and you're like, oh my god, finally, like somebody's playing real music, and then he stops playing, but the thing's still going.
Didn't Brent
like, this fucking show, man.
Brent Weinbach did that. I saw it on Twitter.
No, was it Brent, or was it?
He wore a COVID mask. He wore a COVID mask.
Al Madrigal did that years ago at Cap City Live. He did his first 10-minute set. He didn't film it or anything, but he used to do that all the time. Where you know Al Madrigal?
Yeah.
He did it. It was like one of the first times I saw him. He did like 10, 15 minutes where he was just talking, and then he like took a step back, and it was just a recording, his audio from his brand new album. And then he like cut it off and then did this it was perfect.
Lip syncing comedy.
I wouldn't be surprised if I missed if it was Brent.
What if he's a
wild guy?
It'd be cool if the two of them, Naomi Watts and Rachel or Laura Herring or whatever, go to like an open mic and just start
do that. Right.
They're just crying watching like an East Side open mic comedian.
Yes.
Talk about like just like, so my girlfriend dumped me.
Yeah.
And
being non-binary or something.
I'm doing online dating now. And they're just sobbing.
Is there a crying comic? Where their gimmick is they're always crying, but it's not like weird. But
like a dramatic comic.
I'm sorry, guys. I'm sorry. But just constant tears streaming for the entire 20, 30-minute set.
That'd be cool. That'd be impressive.
But they keep trying to speak, but they keep blubbering and they can't speak, and they keep falling asleep. Or not falling asleep. They just keep crying over and over again, uncontrollably. And then there's a punchline at the end where they're like, and I'm crying because I shit my pants.
I shit my pants 30 seconds after walking on the stage.
They turn around, their butts covered in poo.
Yeah.
People, and it gets like a standing ovation. Thank you. It's like Andy Kaufman. Andy Kaufman does a bit where he is really sad, I think on Letterman.
Yeah, but he's like, oh, who.
And he's asking for money.
When he comes down, he has like a fake boil.
He's like sniveling snot, and it's dripping out of his nostrils.
Yeah, and he's like, you got money? And he goes, this really isn't a bit, David. I really need money. Nobody's booking me. Nobody. Yeah. It's so good.
There you go.
They should have seen Andy Kaufman. They would have been amazed.
Yeah. Him doing the Mighty Mouse thing.
Or he wrestles them.
Yeah, there you go. Dude, I like Club Silencio. Club Silencio is cool. It's like they go, after they do their lesbian thing, they're like, I have to go to this place, and then they put on wigs and go downtown. It's a fun night. But
and the sleep talk, that was wild.
Yeah,
that was such a cool
sleep
scene.
Talk.
And his lighting, the way he did, like everything was just so good.
But when they go downtown and like it feel like it's like they're going to like a hell sort of thing.
Yeah.
It's like getting like red and shit. And then but also like you can see in the shots where they're like driving through downtown and it looks really shitty, and then there's like a Subway in the reflected, like a Subway restaurant.
Oh, I didn't notice that.
It's hell,
pretty
dude.
cool. Yeah, hell has a Subway.
Well, Jared,
and then remember
I bet David knew about Jared way back when.
Dude, he knew. Remember, also I love the weird like
Do you think Jared from Subway ever acted like Dennis Hopper in Blue Velvet when he was having sex with a child?
oh,
Just
Lord.
like,
Probably.
don't you fucking look at me. Oh, like that'd be funny.
Yeah, that'd be funny.
Kyle MacLachlan's looking.
I
Jared
don't
from
get-
Subway.
Kyle MacLachlan's naked in a closet. I mean, like I'm in over my
Oh
head.
yeah, I forgot about Blue Velvet.
And the,
That's right.
We've done a few David Lynch movies.
done
gonna
more
hit- Yeah,
David
they're all
Lynch
good.
movies than anyone else.
Because they're all good. Does he have a bad one?
Done
Dune.
4, right? We've done Straight Story, Lost Highway.
Should we
Dune,
do-
and
Should we do Dune? Since the sequel to the reboot is coming out,
I'm seeing it on Tuesday.
it's already
Oh,
that
it's
quick.
coming out like right now.
No, I'm seeing David Lynch's Dune on Tuesday night on
Oh.
on film.
Maybe we should do that.
We'll do it later. We'll do it later because we're doing 2000s movies. Unfortunately, guys,
I got
stop
Spider-Man
belching.
2.1.
Sorry.
Disgusting.
Hey, nobody listens to that.
You're
I'm just-
fucking gross.
I'm just glad that I burped at the same time.
Sorry, you can't see true displays of masculinity, William. You can't handle it.
Is that masculinity?
I don't know.
No,
The
the big fat guy that punches Billy Ray Cyrus and then the lady in the
Tony
face.
Longo. Tony Longo.
Yeah, that's masculinity. That dude's
All right. R.I.P.
Yeah, would he die
damn.
if he accidentally punched himself in the face?
I don't know, but
There you go.
one of these actresses in this movie was shot in the head when they were 12 years old and survived.
Which one?
The one with
the homeless lady.
That's
Laura
why she
Herring.
looks like that. Laura Herring was shot in the head.
Which
Yeah.
one?
The busty one. Rita.
Rita, Camilla.
Okay, was it one? Would they say that? But was it a scratch
Yeah, was it? Not
or
a
was
big
there
deal.
Did not-
bullet?
No. They
penetration?
put a gun to the middle of her forehead and just blasted her. No, it was
And
of
it
course
worked?
it was a scratch, but still, a bullet going by your head at that age.
I'd catch it.
Also, Naomi Watts' father.
It'd be no big deal for me.
Catch it
He-
2 fingers, easy.
Like the Matrix, the
Or
bullet
with my
falls down.
teeth.
Yeah, like Ace Ventura.
It just goes through and doesn't hit anything.
Damn, not even a spinal cord or anything. I just have a hole in the back of my throat.
You're just a balloon. Or he just soaks it up like you're a big jelly.
Oh yeah.
Gross.
Ooh,
What's wrong
that
with
made
you?
me hungry.
You want some jelly now?
Something gelatinous.
Dude, I could go for some jelly.
So Naomi Watts' father, he was the tour manager for Pink Floyd, but he died of a drug overdose when she was 7 years old. So she
She's
didn't really know.
Australian, right? Isn't she Australian?
She's half English, half Australian. Born in England and
How'd
moved
she
to
get
Australia.
into acting?
Moved to Australia. So her best friend is Nicole Kidman, and there's a movie called Flirting with Tandy Newton, Nicole Kidman, and Naomi Watts, all as teenagers, basically. And they're like in high school that I watched. I watched that a few months ago. But anyway, she was best friends with Nicole Kidman. She was in Tank Girl as Jet Girl. That
Yeah.
movie, I liked that movie when I was in 6th grade, but
I still like it.
it was not very successful. She looks good as a brunette.
Well, I
with
think
her
it's a
gla-
cool. I just think that movie's dope. We should watch that.
The Kangaroos.
Yeah, was that Ice-T? Ice Cube?
Yes. Ice-T's in that.
Ice-T.
Malcolm McDowell. But she pretty much, after she shot Mulholland Drive, the pilot, she lost her apartment. She had no money. She was going to quit acting forever. And Nicole Kidman said, like, oh, just stay at my guest house. And then this movie basically got her career.
Shot her through the stratosphere.
Good for her.
What's she
good in
doing
it.
now?
Now, and the rest is history.
Well, what's the present?
I don't know.
History.
She's
It's history.
actresses only get a few years, even if they are successful. They get like a few years where they're in a bunch of stuff, King Kong, big movies like that, and then after a few years, they move on to the next one. It's like the "this is the girl" thing. It kind of is true. Like these actresses, you just start seeing them in everything. Florence Pugh, right? You see her in Midsummer. She's in a bunch of movies now.
I still haven't seen
Well,
Midsummer.
It's like they're like or ordained or like chosen to have this like path or whatever. You know
By
what I mean?
by
It
a
feels
guy,
like it.
an Italian man who drinks espresso and spits it out if it tastes like shit.
Or and
Yeah,
that little
but
and
but
that
that
really
guy's
tiny guy
controlled by
behind
the
the
little and the wood
yeah, the
throne.
little guy behind the glass.
Oh, that guy. So the little man.
Is he the true leader? The
in-
true
He's
head?
the studio head.
he looks like it. He's like the Illuminati control guy. He
Wait,
on Facebook when the new Twin Peaks before it came out, he was like ranting and raving, calling David Lynch a pedophile, saying he molested his daughter Jennifer Chambers Lynch.
Oh my God. Did he?
And I don't think so. No.
the small guy studio head?
Yeah, he was screaming and yelling on Facebook about that, and so David Lynch replaced with a talking tree in the third season of Twin Peaks.
Wow.
Because he's in Twin Peaks, like he's the guy in the room with the
little
zigzag,
the little devil guy, right?
yeah, the zigzaggy like
yeah,
call
talking
it?
backwards, right?
The black cabin or whatever the fuck.
Isn't he supposed to be
Chief
like Lucifer or
Wiggum.
something?
The clue.
So he's played by a tree in the new season.
Damn.
His name is the
fuck
Arm.
you to
I
anybody
believe.
who accuses you of pedophilia.
Or
That's
the
what's
man
gonna
from another
happen to you.
place.
Hey,
Yeah,
I
don't
had
fuck
an
with-
idea for don't fuck with pedophiles. Fucking
What?
catch you.
Yeah, don't fuck with the pedophile mafia. They'll take you
Methinks
down.
thou doth protest too much, David Lynch. You know what I'm saying?
That pedo moth?
Pedo Moth. That's a cool rapper name.
No, it
Um,
is not.
well, I mean, if it didn't mean that, but it would,
Oh,
you know,
right.
yeah. Like
Right,
or
right.
like
How
an
about
Irish guy.
Pedro Moss.
Yeah, Pete O. Moth.
Father Moore.
I had an idea for
Instead
a
of
new segment,
furthermore. Yeah, okay.
for a new thing we could do. We could do a shot dissection. Let's dissect a shot.
One shot I really like is after she wakes
No,
up,
I have one in my. I was. I
her
had one in
life
mind.
Yeah, I
her life
figured.
sucks. Her life sucks. Well, you shouldn't have offered it.
I paused
me.
for like to hear your response, and then it's cool. Go ahead. We can talk
You
about
know,
mine too.
So after she wakes up and her life sucks, I like the idea that the lowest rung of hell is bad coffee for David Lynch. Like she has that gross coffee maker.
Yeah.
But also when she does drink the coffee, it's like life-giving. So it's like, well,
Yeah,
it's
she's
still
like,
it's
"Oh,
still
yeah."
coffee.
Yeah.
Oh,
That's how I
that's-
feel. Every
that's how
every
David-
Cool
shot.
guitar comes in, and there's like wow, and then she has like hot like they're like hot lesbian lovers like laying on the couch waiting for her, and she's
Yeah, that's
She's-
literally how I feel every time I
She's haunted by
Uh,
hot chicks.
yeah. But that's not a shot. Anyway, so here's
One
my
shot I
that
really
had.
like is when they go to the club and the camera's like far
go to-
away, and then the
yeah, the
limo
alley
pulls up,
shot.
and then they like run the cameraman like
Camera like
runs forward.
yeah, like runs
real
at them. It's kind of
POV.
that's a little chilling. I was a little chilled by that too.
But also very little Tim Burton.
But it's cool, like that kind of thing where it's like, yeah, there's like something like hunting them. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I was getting real
here's-
like I thought I knew it was like a dream and stuff, but what was your shot? Go to your
No, it's
What's your
What's
shot?
your
Adam?
shot?
Do your bit.
what's your
Well,
shot?
here,
What's
I'm-
your yeah.
it's not. It's not a bit. But I just
Hold
I
on.
just
Hold
put
on.
it in the
Speaking of
chat.
shots, I'm gonna go pour one real quick and do one.
Speaking of
So
shots,
this is a shot that
I'm gonna do.
thought was a
Hold on,
little
my shot is gonna
little
be tequila and Coca-Cola.
let's dissect this shot. Tequila.
This is the shot of the little man in the room.
We just talking
Gross.
about it.
That's why I brought it up.
Microphone. I'm glad you're bringing visual bits to an audio podcast.
It's just
Hey,
a
let's
picture.
just see what happens. This is an experiment. Let's
It's
see
just
if
a picture.
I don't.
Well, let's talk about this shot specifically because I
you
noticed a
talk
couple
about
things.
it.
Yeah, I'm going to. You started fucking describing and then insulting me. Everybody just take a step back. God damn. Anytime I have an idea.
Get to the
it's-
fucking point. This is so much. You're a setup guy. Let's get to the punchline.
All right. Everybody, take a step.
There is
back.
no punchline.
Oh
Um,
God.
Okay.
take
so
a step back. So
What if David
the
Lynch?
shot I
If
was gonna
Adam
talk
is
about,
like, what if David Lynch was a comedian? It's just like jazz is playing. People are smoking cigarettes, drinking coffee, and you're like, where's the jokes, man? And the audience is laughing, and you're like, you're all confused. Like, I don't get it.
yeah, man. All right, never mind. Let's not do my idea. I thought it could be a fun new thing. that we
No,
could
let's
try to
do it. Let's do it.
sometimes.
Let's dissect the shot.
I don't. Well, I mean, yeah. Let's talk about it. So this shot has. It's the guy who's talking to the studio head, the little guy who accused David Lynch of pedophilia. We see his reflection in the glass. And
No,
then
you
there's a little
don't.
What are you talking about?
You don't see his reflection. You see the guy in a chair, then you see a guy behind him, and then you see a glass pane in front, and then you see a reflection of another guy. Is that Angelo
Lord.
Badalamenti? He's being
No, it's
reflected.
like
It
the-
is,
the la-
yeah.
It's like the
Then there's
lackey.
There's like a desk with a blue lamp.
Yeah, what's the blue lamp? That's kind of what that's the thing
blue
I was looking
key?
at. It kind of looks like little eyes. Oh, the blue key. Ryan, this is great. This is good stuff.
Well, you see the blue lamp later on in the movie.
Where? This is a movie that begs dissection.
I
I
lost.
believe the blue lamp is
link.
seen when she's masturbating.
She's the little man.
Yes. Because it's her dream. It's not the.
Right. But the
There's
blue
a-
lamp.
She's a little man in charge.
She's the little. Every inside of you is a little man of anger and hate, and you have to
Mm.
control him.
Very true.
Not
And
for me.
unfortunately-
I got my little guy's lovey-dovey. He sits on a too big of a couch and his little legs kick in a very whimsical way.
Oh, I hate your little. I hate your
And he
goofy
giggles.
ass.
I hate your
And he
little
goes,
man.
tee hee. My little man is chill, dude. My little man, he gives me a lot of affirmations. He goes, hey,
That's
big
cool.
guy. Because I'm so little.
He's like Huck Finn.
Cool.
Yeah, he's like the whichever one.
He
says
sits on
it
The
more
N-word. He's really nice, but he says the N-word a lot.
He's my little Quentin Tarantino just writing my script.
And you're like, I guess that's his
Okay,
thing
little
from
guy.
when he was young.
Oh. That's
That's
Huck Finn's thing.
That's his thing. He doesn't know any better.
Can't take it away from him. All right. I don't know. I guess there's not really much to dissect.
So David Lynch, when he put the movie out on Blu-ray or DVD, he offered 10 clues.
What
Cool.
does that mean?
He offered 10 clues to pay attention to.
does
10
that
clues. So clue number 1, pay particular attention to the beginning of the film. At least 2 clues are revealed before the credits.
That's a good clue.
It's the head going. It's the person falling asleep. The whole thing's a dream.
Yes.
That's
so you
kind of
don't
like wishing for more wishes.
That's
though.
one.
You know what I mean, that's like the clues. Clues saying like, "Hey, there's clues here."
2.
To
Notice
what his meaning is.
Notice appearances of the red lampshade.
I don't know.
I don't remember the red lampshade at all.
I don't
And then
know.
it's like,
I'm seeing a
can you
blue
hear-
lamp. I don't get it.
can you hear the title of the film that Adam Kesher is auditioning actresses for? Is it
No.
mentioned again?
What is it called?
It's like the Sylvia something story.
Hey, what is this
Oh,
shitty movie?
yeah,
that
because her
he's
name is
making, by the way.
Deborah Sylvian or whatever.
He's making a woke movie. Did you notice they have black and white backup singers?
Yeah, I saw that. First thing I clocked. Also, I'd watch that as a music video. I'd like to see David Lynch make a music video.
I liked that shot of the that they were shooting that doo-wop scene
Yeah.
in this
And
tiny
zoomed
set
out.
on this bigger set that was like this desolate planet or whatever, like desert.
Yeah.
That's good stuff.
That's a music video. The whole scene is like a 90-second music video.
Yeah. But I think it's saying that's like that the desert set is like not part of the movie. They're like making this like tiny set in them. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it was a reveal that we're on a set, not on a stage.
Definitely
yeah,
don't.
but like it's like a set that is vastly different than like this bright thing that we're seeing. You know what I mean? It's like a subconscious thing. Yeah, okay.
She does not have the blue lampshade in her house. I was wrong.
When she masturbates.
She has the
She has
red
a
one.
red one.
Yes.
So red is reality.
I don't know, man. These clues are
Back
so
to
annoying.
reality.
Who remembers?
Oh, he
these
just gives a clue. He doesn't give the answers.
These are clues provided by a pedophile. He's like,
Here's
Look up
one
the
that I know
an-
here's one that I know the answer to.
God, and imagine how tiny that dude's daughter is.
An accident is a terrible event.
That's like a super pedophile.
A real Russian doll situation with
Notice the location of
little,
the accident.
little people. Huh?
Yeah.
You remember where the
Al-
accident took place?
Mulholland Drive.
And then later on, they go to the party where she like flirts with the director in front of her on
Mhm.
Mulholland Drive
Yeah.
at the location of the accident. So it's like the car crash is where their breakup occurred, I guess.
Yeah. That's also where she got shot in the limo. Like it
I was-
all.
Yeah.
It was
I
like
was reading
three. It was three of the same movie
yeah.
shot differently.
Who gives a
I-
key and why?
Oh, gives a key. Yeah, I was
Okay,
reading that. Like, okay.
the killer gives a key.
Yes.
Done with the job. The girl gives a key because she opened the purse. So what is that? What the fuck is that? She's always taking the key.
Oh yeah, remember Laura Herring? There's that one scene that's kind of has like lesbian undertones or whatever, where like they first find the thing and then they use the key to open the bag or whatever, and then she keeps pulling money out, and like Naomi Watts is like sitting on her knees, like right in front of her lap, and it's like
Confused.
she keep pull. It looks like she's pulling money out of her pussy. You know what I'm saying?
No,
I do.
looked like money, man.
Yeah.
There's
No,
only
this
one
is
thing.
what I'm saying.
There's only one
It's like,
thing that'll distract me
cha-ching.
from that. From that is, and it's money. Money is the only thing that'll distract me from
That's
that
well,
cooch.
And she uses money
Yeah.
to pay for the assassination.
I say cash over cooch. You know what I mean.
Good
Yeah,
for
I
you,
do.
Ryan.
You want to fuck?
Yeah,
Cash.
I probably got about $35 in the bank. So I'm eating tonight,
Nice. You're living your
day to day.
No cooch
Day
for
to
you.
day.
Cash
Yeah.
all day.
So you have less than $35 of cooch, is what you're telling us.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Here's another annoying clue.
Are you
Notice
masturbating right now?
Notice the
Yes.
robe, the ashtray, the coffee cup. It's like I'm not paying attention to your
I'm
your
not noticing
favorite
this
coffee
shit, you fucking
cup.
idiot.
Yeah, like I don't give a shit. The robe.
Fuck off, David Lynch. Dude, eat a dick.
There's no way he
Nobody's
thought
paying
about that
attention to your bullshit.
during.
He just reused some props.
Yeah, and he's like, "Fuck,
Pay
we have to
attention.
add meaning to this."
She makes coffee. I'm looking at the coffee cup,
Her robe's like a pink nasty thing, but where's it from?
and then the
A scene
ashtray.
from earlier?
Oh, wait, the ass. Oh.
Oh, maybe the robe that the corpse was wearing in the ashtray and the coffee cup. I bet that's what it is when they see the dead body.
Yeah, the
So
dead
that-
body
it's
looks
like-
awesome.
It's
It definitely
yeah, but
looks good.
is she wearing that robe, and is the coffee cup is like everything? Is it telling us that it's her?
She is not wearing the robe.
Yeah. So then, what the fuck, dude? Who gives a shit about that robe?
Hey, David Lynch, shut the fuck up.
It's like I don't
Oh.
pay attention.
Yeah.
Why don't you fucking explain your goddamn
He's,
movies? a
well,
little
because
bit
he's
better,
like,
you
hey,
idiot?
because there's not like a actual point to the movie, so he's like, hey, look over here. Don't
Yeah.
think about it. Look over here. Little snake in the grass.
Man was meditating, being like, how can I fucking make it seem like I knew what I was doing when I made
like-
this movie.
He goes, "Fuck! I should have made Dune better.
How can I justify having
now
this
I gotta do-
lesbian scene?
Now I got to do this bullshit." Yeah,
Yeah,
that's what it started with. The first index card he wrote was a hardcore lesbian scene.
Two hot babes get naked.
All
You're
right,
like, this
how
is
can
a
I
good.
make a movie?
This is a good scene.
How can I make a movie out of this?
Exactly.
works from
dude.
there.
He does everything right with this movie. Everybody likes this movie, and it's a Cinemax movie.
Yeah, it's awesome.
It delivers the
it's
goods.
just well, the scene, like the way it's shot is good, the lighting is good, the dreaminess is good, the practical effects are good.
But yeah, it has like funny scenes like the Hitman scene. It has like funny things like Billy Ray Cyrus. It's
Yeah,
sexy.
It's not
it's
like plot heavy.
scary.
It's all weird little details,
yeah.
and the plot
And
is the kind
Definitely
of plot.
character. It felt like reading a little noir or something.
Yeah,
Remember the part where in the Winkies, the dumpster part? Did you? I saw this the first time too. That they spray painted WWF on the wall by the dumpster as he's walking up. And this is back before it became WWE. I looked this up because I was like, is this being World Wrestling Federation? David Lynch spray painted WWF at the old homeless lady's dumpster area. And it's prominent in the shot. It's very hard. Like she's like a
Okay,
wrestling fan.
why?
She's just like an average
so?
wrestling fan.
Oh,
I think that's what it means. But I don't know. That's what I'm saying. I just think it's a funny detail. Like, oh,
clue number 8.
skateboards,
Pay attention
WWF.
to WWF.
You know, yeah.
Yeah, he just
Read
wasn't
the
in touch with
graffiti.
hip.
it's very raw on a Monday night.
That's just all his clues are cross promos.
The movie is actually an elaborate fan fiction of your favorite WWE superstars.
Yeah. It's Stone Cold Steve Austin. It's the
This is the story of China in Hollywood.
dude.
One
Kinda,
night,
yeah.
one
No, the
night
whole
in.
thing.
It'd be so cool if Ryan was in One Night in China.
Just in the background.
Just getting pile droved. Pile droved, or is it pile driven?
X-Pac in China, fucking peg like double team Ryan.
Is it true you're in
getting-
One Night in China? Yes.
Yes, I'm in One Night in China, but
I worked at the hotel. I accidentally walked in. They were filming.
Did you fuck
and
China?
then I got roped into it.
No.
No, I just accidentally walked
No, I
in,
didn't
and I go,
fuck
"Oh,
China."
sorry." At 42 minutes, you're gonna hear somebody go, "Oh, sorry to bother," and then shut the door. That's me.
You don't fuck China. China fucks you. Okay.
You had to audition and make out with an old man.
You're like, are you gonna be able to handle China? Let's find out. Kiss this old man.
Would you?
Of
Not the old
course.
man, the China part.
Now?
Of course.
Come on, would you?
Well, dude, she did a She-Hulk porn. She was a She-Hulk in a porn.
Okay, would you?
Of course.
Green China?
She's a beautiful woman.
I need a lot of beers.
No.
Guess how many I'd need?
One.
1 8-ouncer. Give me a Pony High Life. Glass bottle, please. And I'm going to sip it. It's going to take an hour to drink. And
Here's
then
a
I'd get into it.
China has a green pussy in this She-Hulk porn.
Of course. Yeah. They're not gonna
Is that
Fuck
what
that.
happened? Is that why she died?
Too much
oh,
The
the makeup
makeup?
killed her.
it was
possible.
lead-based paint.
One thing they said in the clues is, "Where's Aunt Ruth?" And I heard she's making a movie in Canada. That's industry slang for died.
Is it?
But
I
don't
read
know.
that she
I feel
died
like this.
too in real life.
I feel like this.
That's what I was reading.
So maybe she died and she got an inheritance. That's the theory.
Yeah, she got an inheritance, but it's like
Okay, who cares if she has an inheritance
Yeah.
or not? David
She's
Lynch.
a nepo baby.
I'm paying attention to the
that-
relationships of the characters in the movie. I'm not paying attention to like their ashtray and their coffee pot. He's all obsessed with it.
Yeah, I'm trying to listen.
He like watches
Yeah.
movies. He's like, rewind, pause, look at that beautiful ashtray.
Yeah, what's his deal?
Mhm.
Oh, I love it. This is great.
Did you notice the
he
carpet
walks-
though in the fourth scene at
Yeah.
about 17 minutes and 22 seconds? It was green.
A character's shoes are untied. Is it a clue?
Well, hey, what about the old people? What do you think about them?
Oh, that was cute.
It's the scariest
Just
image
like-
in movie history.
It's gonna be me and my wife when we're
They're just
old.
why is everybody screaming?
the happy couple. We talk about. They made
Yeah,
it.
but then when they go life size and just start screaming at her, and she's screaming, and then they're screaming, and everybody's
I mean,
screaming.
you would scream too. Yeah, I guess if that would.
If you
happen,
saw a little
but-
tiny elderly, I'd step on them. I wanted to scream. I'd be like, "What the
Oh, that's
fuck?"
true.
And then plonk.
fucking punt them,
Just-
dude. Punt them across the room.
Also, it's like you're scared of these old people, so you blow your brains out.
Been there. I used to work at a retirement home.
That happened to you a lot. The
3
ending of this movie?
times. I survived 3 head wounds via gunshot.
Cool.
You should have
Because of that
shot
job.
them.
Yeah, you should shoot the
They-
old
they
people.
weren't
Yeah,
real.
that's the- why didn't she shoot the old people? That's what I'm saying.
They weren't real. They crawled under her door. They were immortal.
People say that's her guilt from murdering her ex-lover.
Yeah, that's
'Cause
what it
you-
was. Literally, because she could hear some made up screams of her. Yeah,
She got the blue key.
she couldn't
I was
handle
one-
it.
I was thinking maybe it was like just like they represented like the fate of death. Your fate is dying, no matter, even though you want to be this
Yeah.
like star special, like Hollywood star, and like be live bigger than like a normal life. But
Well,
reality is like mortality is like coming at you really and fast and scary, and you're like, wow, and so you just fucking shoot yourself in the
Yeah.
face so you don't have to get old
Like
and die.
Like China. Drug OD.
China.
Well, that scene where she does the
R.I.P.
monologue
China.
in the audition is her doing a monologue with the person in real reality that she killed. When she's like, "I'll kill you."
Oh yeah.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
The whole monologue. That's why it was so good and passionate, probably.
There's a lot to unpack. Let's face it.
Yeah, I mean, I didn't think about that till just now, but
I still haven't thought about it.
what have you been thinking about from the movie?
Titties.
You dog? Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
Same. Shit, I'm still thinking about Titanic titties.
Damn, from the first time you saw it?
Uh-huh.
I know, man. Everyone I've ever seen is stuck with me. It's been burned into my brain forever. That's all I think about.
This old
Them
people
little
coming
ocean
Kind of-
tater tots.
Kind of a nightmare.
these old people coming out of this paper bag has to be one of the craziest fucking things in any movie.
My favorite part, we'll talk
It
about
wa-
a shot.
it was
My
pretty
favorite shot was when
mind-blowing
the
when it
old-
happened.
yeah, he
What?
helped him up though. When they
Who
crawl under
helped?
the door, he helps his wife up. It's like just good
Because
because
they
they
that's
crawl
the-
like they actually crawled
That's the
through.
sign
and
of a
then
couple that
Yeah, it was-
has what it takes to last.
it was like, yeah, there's these little demons that are crawling at you forever, and then
I just-
here, let me get you up. Let me help you up.
I just remember being so tired the first time I saw this in the movie theater and just being like, are you fucking kidding me? That's the fucking ending. Like there's no pay like nothing is revealed to be like clear. And this is like after Fight Club and Donnie Darko.
You want that big twist. Want
You
to get
want-
your little nips twisted.
And
That's
like
what
it's
kinda-
the
that's what
worst
those
visual
movies are going.
effects I've like ever of these old people.
Yeah, but it
crawling.
works. It makes it even
works.
creepier. Yeah, it
It-
makes it even like scarier that it's in some weird dimension where that's what they look like.
And they're just screaming and yelling.
Well, they didn't start screaming until she started screaming.
She's like, "Why are you screaming? We're just here to fucking be
Yeah, they're like, "Hey, this is our is this not our Airbnb?"
Silencio. The other thing I remember is that like I was paying attention to everything and trying so hard to keep all the threads going in my head
Yeah.
and expecting them all to be paid off. And I was just so totally confused, so completely thrown off. Because it's like you don't even think that they're different people is weird. And you're like, okay, they're different people, but they look the same.
Who's different people?
The bet like Naomi Watts and Laura Herring from the beginning of the movie to the end of the movie. They like
Oh, yeah.
switch and become new characters. So that was just confusing.
Right.
Like, what? Like I was juggling and then I just dropped all the balls and I was totally perplexed for the last 40 minutes. It really
You weren't
fucked with
paying
me.
attention to the ashtray.
Yeah, and the coffee pot and the robe, the lamp.
What were you doing, bro?
I was looking at their boobs.
Yeah, dude. That's a little sleight of hand, a cinematic sleight of hand is show some titties.
There were so many lesbian scenes.
Get away with anything. Yes, quite. What's
And
another
then-
good Skinamax movie, you think? What's the second best Skinamax movie, if this is the top?
This is like the most artistic. This is the best art house
Yeah,
weird
of
one.
course.
Did it actually play on Skinamax?
I watched one the other night that was pretty nuts called In the Cold of the Night. Is that the title? And it has a sex scene where a woman has giant implants
Prove it.
and the guy
Like
takes
painful
up
looking.
no, not that bad, but like I'm gonna put it in the chat.
I never like to see
Or
that.
we could just share. I'll just share it.
You want it to be comfortable. Just share it.
So you're
Just-
saying you still have a Skinamax subscription? I get that password.
Well,
Is Skinamax
That'd be
it doesn't really
streaming
exist in-
service anymore? No, I'm talking
It,
Skinamax.
it should only be Skinamax, yeah.
Oh my God, that
Oh,
is
wow.
sensual. What are they
Yes.
doing?
Hear the saxophone?
Like somebody's fucking the saxophone, it sounds like. Or
Wait, what are they doing?
player, the saxophone player is getting his dick sucked or something.
I don't get what's happening.
It's called
This is called
Sex Ryan.
SEX.
They're making
Is
love.
that the name of the movie?
This is how I made my children.
How? This is what? This is what?
This is exactly
This
how
is
I
what
made
you're
my
supposed to do?
do. Yeah.
This is what you do.
What is that?
I poured some
Marbles?
ice on my wife's body.
Is that marbles
He has a jar of
marbles.
marbles,
of different shaped and size,
like huge, like maybe 100
Sensual.
marbles, and he's just poured them all over her body.
and a heart shaped
boobs.
glass?
Where does this guy get all these marbles from? Does he play marbles or something? Is that a character?
This is what you did, Adam?
Yeah. That's how you get a woman pregnant, Ryan.
What? I have been
Take it from
doing
me.
it wrong.
I'm telling you.
Yeah, he poured marbles all over her.
I've
That was
been
definitely-
using Jacks.
It's the highlight of the movie.
Rookie mistake.
Ouch! Don't do
I've been
jacks.
using. I've been using thumbtacks.
No, don't do that.
I've been doing it way wrong.
Oh, Ryan.
I've been using bouncy balls, and it's dangerous. They go all over the place.
Okay.
I put a little silly putty on her vagina. Then I have a mold of her
Imprint?
vagina, and then I jerk off on the silly putty.
Is that what you did, Adam?
That's how you do it.
I like to take a Rubik's Cube and I just jizz all over it.
And then you
And
then you have
you
to solve the
it.
Rubik's cube, and then
And
if
then
you
I
can solve it, then she's
and
pregnant.
then I just pick it up and throw it at the lady's cunt.
Okay, come
Oh
on.
my goodness.
No, you don't. You got the weakest throw. I know that's made up.
Also, it's like covered in jizz. It'd slip right out of your hands.
Or it'd stick to your palms.
I take a hula hoop and I just put it on my
Oh,
cock
ugh.
and I spin it around my cock.
Like super glue. You can't get it off. It's like Spider-Man learning his powers.
Yeah.
And then I just
You
take
s-
that hula hoop off my dick and I throw it at a lady's cunt.
Which
Okay.
lady?
Hey, everybody's got their own method.
The bum.
In the back of a Winkies?
Yeah.
Or no, you
Like-
go to what's the hot dog? Pink's?
Oh yeah. That lady with huge
Hey,
nipples.
pinkies.
She's in Showgirls.
Oh yeah.
Oh, she showed them girls.
Rena Riffle.
What's her deal? We always see her once, right? And does she become? What does she become? She becomes
I don't
something.
know. I
Okay.
don't know. Is she the name of the character in the movie or something? Who knows?
Yeah, who gives a fuck, dude?
She's the one who made
David
Showgirls
Lynch.
too. I think
There's a
Oh,
picture of
yeah.
her. Oh, I thought you were talking. Is she in this? Is she in the movie we were just watching?
she wrote and directed Showgirls too. Pennies
Good
from
for her.
Heaven.
Is
Her
their name
character's-
character name's Penny?
Her character name is Penny Slot.
Penny Slot?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a cool nickname.
That is cool.
But yeah, I don't really know. That pink scene I never really paid attention to.
The Winkies.
No, the pinks. They're at the hot dog.
Pinkies.
They're at the hot dog place and then they're yapping about something. She looks all gross.
Oh, are we not? I thought we were talking about. Which movie are we talking about now?
This is Mulholland Drive.
Yeah,
yeah.
that was at a Pink's, not a Winkies.
There's
There's-
a Pinks. There's a scene at Pinks.
There's a very quick
Oh,
scene
I
at
didn't know
Pinks.
I did
That
not
is-
clock that.
I never went to Pinks. Did you guys ever? Have you ever had a Pinks?
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I went to there was a Chipotle that shared a parking lot.
Yeah.
Yeah,
How was
I
that?
went-
that I would
It's
go
right by
to.
New Beverly.
How was that Chipotle?
It was pretty pinky, pretty good.
Okay.
Last time I went to Pink's, I ordered nacho cheese, French fries covered with bacon.
Yeah. Did you get diarrhea?
Oh yeah.
Nice. That's the Pinks guarantee.
Oh, you got wait, do you order that on the side or
No, they just throw all that shit on top. I didn't even get a hot dog.
no, the
I-
diarrhea? They just throw
Oh.
the diarrhea on top.
And then I took a hot dog and I shit on it.
So you
Someone
got
else ate it.
nachos. You got pork nachos at a hot dog place?
You deserve to get diarrhea. I'm
Yeah.
glad you did.
Pink's has the most
Also,
like
Fun
celebrity
fact, that corner must be haunted because every time I go to that Chipotle, I would get
Dude,
diarrhea.
This Chipotle must be haunted. I keep having diarrhea. I don't know why.
Yeah, that corner must be haunted. I gotta go. Speaking of, I
Guys,
gotta go to
you're-
the bathroom.
Restaurant's haunted.
No, that Pink's has the most celebrity headshots, autographs of any restaurant I've ever been to in LA. It's like it's up there.
Who's the coolest?
You got Stallone, I think, is the coolest, or Schwarzenegger. If you can have one of them. Although Jack Nicholson, Pink's definitely has a Jack Nicholson. That's pretty fucking cool.
That's cool. Is he wearing his shades? His classic Jacko shades?
I believe so.
Very nice. Well, so what's the takeaway from all this?
What's the lesson? What did we learn? Don't kill your ex. I know you want to, but it's not going to help
Who
you in the
doesn't?
long run. Just fuck someone new. Move on. There's plenty of other people out there,
She could have fucked the lady who was her who was trying to get her stuff back, her old apartment lady. She could have fucked the Winkies lady.
You could
She
have fucked
could
the
have
waitress.
fucked the waitress.
She could have fucked that I'm assuming lesbian casting director lady with like the
Yeah,
brunette,
they loved her. All the women in that scene were
the really
young and
sassy
cool.
one.
The other one was like all the men were old and gross. By the way,
She should have fucked
um,
Angela Badalamenti where he could spit his coffee out on her.
yeah,
Shit.
he kills it,
Good actor. He's dead. R.I.P.
dude. Angela,
Great score. Great score.
he just died recently, right?
Yeah.
There's going to be a day. All these directors are like going to start dropping off big time. All these like
These-
great directors of the 20th century,
The boomers.
late 20th
Man.
century. Yeah, the boomer directors.
Spielberg, Lucas, David Lynch, Francis Ford Coppola. I mean, Friedkin just died.
Freaking
You-
yeah.
You were
Woody.
sorry, I was in the bathroom, but you were talking about the moral in her don't kill your ex. Her ex like ruined her career. Her ex banged the director that was gonna choose, but she had no idea that the CEO forced them to kill the director, not the
No,
ex.
the CEO didn't force her to. I think the movie's saying like
force him to.
she like has concocted this whole like thing about being like, oh, he wants to cast me, but he's being forced. Like all these
Right,
other
okay.
external factors are in play, and she's just about like spiraling.
But
into,
that's
like,
just not the
paranoid
case.
delusion. I think the lesson of this movie: don't
would've
give
been
up
fun.
on your dreams.
No, don't start your dreams, then you don't have to give up.
What if the lesson was, no, it was the Jews. They're to blame.
Yeah, she.
At the end, he pulls out like the bum pulls out like a big scary dreidel and puts on
Yeah.
like a Jewish man's hat and just like walks to
Did y'all
Jamie
ever
Foxx-
watch
Hancock Park and and like goes to church or temple.
Jamie Foxx was just going through that the finale of Mulholland Drive after that surgery or whatever. Wasn't he? Didn't he get in trouble for saying like, don't
for
like,
saying what?
the Jews run Hollywood
Everybody's-
or something like that?
Everybody's getting in trouble for that one.
Damn.
Everybody's getting in trouble. Why are
What's
they
the
getting
deal?
in trouble?
Yeah.
If it's not true,
Well-
why is it such a kerfuffle?
Why can't it just be a funny thing to say? Why can't it be like, can I get out of here?
Kanye, get out. He's lying. Get out.
That's ridiculous. That's what you would say if it wasn't true. You know what I mean? You'd be like, are you kidding? You'd be like, ha, ha, ha. That's a good
What
one.
if, right? What if?
I mean, Borat, he gets away with it. He jokes about it.
He's the only one.
Is he
It's
Jewish?
funny. It's funny though. It is a hilarious conspiracy.
Conspiracy.
Well, Ryan, they got to William.
It's a hilarious conspiracy. I mean, it's so absurd.
William.
Yeah.
Blink if you're blink twice if you're in trouble.
Show us your wiener if you're circumcised.
Show us your little pigtail.
Show us that little piggly wiggly. Come on, I know it's a little pink guy.
He goes, what's his
Guys,
face on his chin?
there's no conspiracy. I'm totally safe. I
Shirley
want to say
Temple.
this.
William did like a thing with where he put his cheek on his fist, like Shirley Temple. When he said that,
Oh,
just so
Shirley.
everybody knows.
Any Jews out there want to be on this show anytime, any place? Always
We
looking
got
for-
Open
Adam, right?
invitation. Yeah,
Are you Jewish, Adam? Is your family?
I've been
In any
people
in any
thought I
form?
was Jewish before.
Oh no, you're from
Like,
Florida. Same
you-
difference.
you-
Sorry.
Dude, you know what my career's been like out here. There's no way. I wish.
You Jewish?
I wish I was Jewish. That'd be a good show on ABC. instead of Blackish.
Instead of Blackish.
It's
Yeah.
Jewish.
Jewish.
How about Jew?
Yeah,
Wish.
that's called the Dave, the Little Dicky show. Might as well be
Cool.
called Jewish.
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 And you find like a gold chalice and rub it, and just a Jewish accountant comes out.
Yeah.
That's the premise. It's
Played
like
by-
I Dream of
played by
Jeannie,
Shaq.
but
Oh yeah.
is Shaq Jewish?
Jack's
No,
Jack's
Seinfeld comes out.
And he goes, yeah.
Jerry Seinfeld, you're a genie. Yeah, I'm a genie.
Yeah.
I'm a genie.
Blah blah blah.
What's
Yada
the
yada
deal?
yada. I'm a genie.
All right. Hey,
Could
He
somebody
and then-
polish this thing?
Now let me perform your bris. You're like, what? With his mouth.
You get 3 brisks.
Get
he's
scared and
already
shoot
sucking
yourself.
your penis with his
You
mouth.
don't get any wishes. You just get him to perform at 3 brisks in your life.
You get scared and you blow your brains out.
Mm-hmm.
So ratings. What's everybody's ratings?
Out of what? 5?
5 stars.
Same scale we use every
Oh
week.
my God,
Brian.
5 out of 5.
This is a 5 out of 5. This is a rare masterpiece that you can fucking crank your little pigtail to.
Wait, what?
We give it 5 tails out of
You can-
5
you can pull
tails.
it-
5
Pull it,
piggies.
pull it so it's,
out of
it's
10
not
out of
curly
10
anymore.
Out of
Straightened
5
out.
wiggies.
Boink.
Mm-hmm.
But you're
And
like,
let that
damn,
sucker
this is,
shoot.
I'm watching art right now too while you're doing it.
I'm jerking off to art.
I have one bit of bad news, and this has always bothered me. When the Blu-ray came out or the DVD came out, David Lynch digitally removed any detail from Laura Herring's lower body and her pubic area because he didn't want guys screenshotting and like changing the contrast and
That's
making
nice though.
Dude,
He
he's
said-
a bro. He's a traitor
What
to the
scene? I don't know
bros.
what scene you're talking about.
the lesbian scene she undresses.
Oh, the towel.
Oh yes.
I'm looking at it in 4K.
What do you see?
I don't see
Let's do-
shit.
Yeah.
Let's dissect this shot.
We should have.
Hey, we can pick any shot. This could be a new segment. Just trying to add a segment, you know?
See your nipples.
Let's dissect Adam's nipples.
Let's do it. William should do an oral telling of this shot.
All
and
right.
Try to make it as erotic as.
She's undresses.
Ryan
And
horned
then
up,
he painted
William.
out, he airbrushed out her pubes. But yeah, 5 stars out of 5
What a-
stars.
What a gentleman.
5-5.
Yeah, this is one of like the Sight and Sound top 100. This is like a
It's number 8,
considered one of
buddy.
the best movies. This is number 8.
Yes.
In what?
One of the greatest
Best
movies of all
ever?
time.
Really?
Yeah.
Makes sense. Highly rewatchable.
What is that rating?
And it's like a
overrate? Is that
background. It's like a background movie too.
For sure. Yeah, because the key to why this movie is so good is because the scene it has so many good scenes that like
Yes.
stand on their own and are just really solid and like complex, but also like super just watchable and engaging and funny and like all these different things. But then it also like has this crazy.
Yeah, it's not about like it's not fast, short little scenes of exposition. Every scene is about it's between
The
two
moment.
people.
But the flourishes and all like the dissolves and the sound design and all the crazy shit that's added to it. Like remember that scene where they're like running out of the apartment after seeing the dead body and like the way they do like an overlay of the shot with like a delay on it. It looks like
She's
Naomi
screaming.
Watts. Like Laura Herring runs out and then Naomi Watts runs out and then it looks like somebody's chasing them out of the apartment because it's Naomi Watts again, like faded over it.
Mm.
Yeah.
Kind of shit is like quite
Artsy.
artistic.
It's like
I must
what's
say.
this guy smoking?
That's good stuff, right?
David, what are you
Dude.
smoking, buddy?
Do you think China ever masturbated to this movie crying?
I can confirm that personally.
And then she
I
sees
hope
the
she-
WWF graffiti on the wall and she's like, ah!
Clue number 9.
I hope she masturbated to this movie laughing. I hope China had a life full of happiness.
You know she
My God.
didn't.
It's so bright. My screen got so bright for a second.
You know she did not.
She had a great life.
She had a cool life, I think.
Wrestling's
She
cool.
also, she paved the way. Let's give her props. She's a queen. This is the summer of queens. My wife saw Taylor. Her friends saw Taylor and Beyonce. Barbie
Who?
came out.
Taylor Swift?
Taylor's crushing it. Taylor and Beyonce are like fucking fixing the economies in the towns that they go to, like bringing in so much revenue and stuff. And like, and you know what? Who is the original queen?
You're so woke,
China.
dude.
China was the original queen.
You know what else China gave us?
COVID.
COVID-19.
China.
So
She fucked
China
a bat and it came out of her pussy.
and that's why she was looking at that cobblestone crying, because it reminded her of the
Yeah.
bat cave where she met that
Damn it,
bat.
China. She was the first casualty.
Obama fucked her.
God damn it, Barry.
And the evil was released into the world. That's what Mulholland Drive's about.
Yeah. That lady is like the Winkies lady's kind of like human version of COVID, you know what I mean?
Oh
Yeah.
It's like keep 6 feet away, stay 6 feet.
You die.
Oh,
Hey, she's not wearing a mask. Like, get me away
dude,
from this chick.
he's all neurotic.
He just dies because he's close. He's closer than 6 feet to somebody who's not wearing a mask.
All right, I'm trying to get 6 feet away from this recording so I can go eat food.
All right, what's the next movie, or do we have it, or do we want to talk about it?
You ever see Bug?
No.
Bug.
You'll love it.
Okay.
Bug? Are you talking Bug's Life?
No.
I'm watching Bug's Life right now. This whole time I've been watching it.
During the podcast?
Yeah.
It's a good movie. It's Seven Samurai.
And I got
Little movie
ants on
trivia.
the TV out in the living room.
Bug's Life is a remake of Seven Samurai and the Magnificent Seven.
That's really
No,
cool,
it's
dude.
not.
Ants is a remake of Annie Hall.
Doubt it.
Is it really? This is a really cool thing for a 40-year-old man to say.
What's B movie a remake of? That one time that lady fucked a bee?
B movie, yeah, it's like guess who's coming to dinner.
Hmm.
Oh, fucking
It's
Bumblebee.
actually B movie's actually
What'd you
a
do if
remake.
you open the door and there's just a damn bumblebee like holding your daughter's hand.
What'd you do? What would you do?
Swat it. Whoa, there's a bumblebee right
Ryan,
there.
fucking
B movie is
Intolerant
technically a
piece of
remake of
shit.
Annie Hall. Now that I think about it,
you just say that about anything, I feel like.
Yeah, Schindler's
Right.
List remake of Annie Hall.
well, he's Jewish.
True. He's in love with all those
Oscar
people that he
Schindler is
saved from the
a famous Jew. Same with Ray Fiennes.
Yes.
It's what is
Those are
it?
two
What
names.
is it?
Those are
what is
definitely
it
two
co-
names.
What is a concentration camp, if not a giant beehive? That's my final thought.
The bees get to fly away anytime they want.
Damn, the bees
Mine
got
are-
it better.
No, you're not paying. No, you're thinking big. I'm talking big picture.
Look at
Same.
look at the
I'm talking bee picture, bee movie.
Adolf Hitler was the real queen bee, not Beyonce.
Okay. That's what it's a good thing to leave this on.
Yeah, I think credits could roll on that one.
Summer of Queens, everybody.
It's the summer of Queens. Taylor, Beyonce, Hitler.
Adolf, to be specific.
Yeah. Not Not a different Hitler. Not like Brian Hitler or something like.
It's in from Arkansas.
Yeah.
All right, I'm out of here. I'm gonna go make ramen. What do we do?
Made my heart an open book. Why haven't I told you? Friends ask me, am I in love? I always answer yes. Might as well confess if the answer is yes. Maybe you may love me too. Oh, my darling, if you do,